Volleyball might not be a popular sport like football and athletics in the Gambia, but in terms of structure and competitiveness, it's one of the best sports in the country. Despite the meager resources, making a continental impact was a dream achieved in the last few years. The Gambia national volleyball team qualified to the All-Africa Games, Congo-Brazzaville in 2015, but the team failed to take part due to lack of funds. This was a big setback, not only for the players, but the volleyball followers. Some of the players who formed the base of the national team are from the two rival sides, the Gambia Armed Forces and Interior volleyball teams. Gambia Armed Forces has won the league title in the women's category for 4 years in succession, a success only bettered by Interior, the record champions. If you think all is well for the khaki girls, as they are called, in terms of motivation and necessary logistics to put up a good performance, you are probably mistaken. Good afternoon. I am right here at the Fajara Barracks, where the Gambia Armed Forces women's volleyball team is currently training in preparation for their league matches. Currently, they are first in the league standings, on top of the pile on 6 points, and the male team are in fourth position in the male category. So basically, we have the captain with us at this moment, and now we are going to talk to her. Mariama Sow, welcome to this special interview.
Thank you, Gajaga.
Mariama, first I'll ask you, the Gambia Armed Forces women's volleyball team last year lost to their arch rivals Interior in the women's category, and this year you're currently on top of the table with 6 points. What do you make of your changes from last year to this year?
Thank you very much, Gajaga. Last year, actually, we only lost during the Super Cup final, which Interior defeated us 3-1. But in the league, we defeated them, and we are the league champions. And hopefully this year, we are working towards that and to see that we defeat them again.
What do you make of the Armed Forces volleyball team, especially in the women's category? Most of your women players, especially Safi and Abi, were part of the Gambia women's national team. What's the transition? What are you doing right that the other teams are not doing?
Well, it's just hard training. Like our motto state, you train hard and fight easy. It's all here at the training ground. We train hard to see that during our games, we defeat our opponents. The secret behind it is just training.
The secret is just training, and we've also understand that the Gambia Armed Forces, apart from the training, you're also motivated by the army. That's the Gambian military.
To be honest, maybe you did not do that homework very right, but honestly, look at the ground where we are training right now. It's all dusty and it's not even level. Lots of our players have taken off injury here, so we are not being motivated by our commanders. To be honest with you, we are not even the starting of the league. We expect kids shoes and volleyballs, but unfortunately, none of it is being given to us. So we are training on the ground here. One of our best players, like you mentioned, Abi, she is on injury because of the level of the court. So basically, we are not been having encouragement from our commanders, to be honest.
Oh, so that's a bit of news to me, because all I understand is you've been taking from your homes or maybe from somewhere to come to do your training through using one of the military vehicles and also taking back. So I think that in one sense is a motivation, and also when you are also doing your trainings, you're giving enough balls and stuff, but maybe that this is something new to me.
Yeah, we don't have even vehicle to come to work with. We use the other vehicles. Sometimes the vehicle will come earlier than we should come or later than us. So normally we pay our own fares to come to training. You come to training, you have to train under the dust. You either catch cold or you have injury. So basically we are not having encouragement from our commanders. To be honest with you, we are not.
But despite all these challenges, you're ready to go all the way?
Yeah, we are soldiers. That is #1 responsibility as a soldier. Even though you are not being catered for, but make sure you do what you should do. And that is it. So that is why, even though we are not having encouragement from our commanders, but this is our job and we need to do it to see that our commanders are satisfied.
Are you hopeful you will win the league again?
Inshallah, we will.
My name is Staff Sergeant Lamin Elaf Paji of the GAF female volleyball team coach.
This year, the GAF women's volleyball team are on top of the standing on 6 points. How would you describe the season?
Yeah, I describe this season as it's going to be a very challenging season, but with all that, we stand still at our normal position of being the champions. We're going to defend the champions back again.
You've used to being double champions, but last year it wasn't quite. That Interior won the FA Cup, and this year, do you think you can win the double?
Yeah, this year is our preparation towards the league is to win the double trophy. We're going to be the league champions and then the knockout champions as well. We are already on the preparation, and for sure we are at that level.
What makes you believe that you are at that level?
Because my players, our level of preparation is quite different from last year. This year, honestly, my players have improved a lot into their skills, individual skills, and collectiveness of the team is in place. So I have no doubt that we will make it.
Abi Kujabi is one important player in your team, and she's injured. How is that going to affect you?
Yeah, I think this will be a surprise to people by seeing Abi Kujabi on injury. You know, thinking that maybe without Abi Kujabi, she's a fine player, but this time around, as I mentioned, the players, those who were at the bench, are ready to prove it to the public that they can do it, and they are ready to do it without Abi. Abi is a fine player. It's something that is a big shock for us, for Abi being on injury. She's a player, very intelligent player, but without Abi this time around, we are ready to win the trophy, and she will be back soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's often heartbreaking after putting all your time and energy towards something, only to be told you can't achieve your dream due to lack of funds. Safi Sawane was one of two players who would have represented the Gambia in the African Beach Volleyball Championship in 2017. However, this never happened.
Good afternoon, thank you. I'm Safi Sawane, GAF volleyball player, volleyball beach and both indoor player.
Safi, last year you took part in the beach volleyball competition, the championship which was held in the Gambia at the beach, and you were one of the outstanding players. Through that qualification, you were able to qualify the Gambia into the African Championship, but you never traveled to participate. Tell me what happened.
We were training for the championship to travel to a competition in Zambia, but we really have disappointed from the nation at the last minute. After training like for months, then at the end we were not able to go due to lack of funds from the government. So we were disappointed though, but we don't have anything to do unless to continue training and hope for a better one next time.
How did you feel when you received the news that you were not going to travel to represent the Gambia in the African Beach Volleyball Championship in Zambia?
I really feel sad. I was not happy about the news because I was disappointed after training for a month, fully prepared to go and compete outside. So at the end, it also went out 0. So I was really disappointed and sad after hearing that we are not going to the competition. But I know God's time is the best. Our time will come. They will go there and represent the Gambia.
Has this demotivated you as a player, or has it give you enough motivation to continue playing so that you would have the opportunity to play maybe one day professional?
Yeah, it has given me enough motivation to continue playing, for me to go out there and represent my country next time.
You've traveled international, you've been to Senegal and Cape Verde.
Yeah.
The experience that you've learned, you've met people who are superpowers when it comes to women's volleyball in Africa.
Yes.
Do you think they are better than you?
They are not better than us because they really prepare for it. Like they have enough training than us. They prepare for the competition, but they are not better than us. Yeah.
This year, you're currently on top after 2 matches. Do you think you will win the league?
For sure. For sure, we win the league. We promise the whole nation, our fans, that we are going to win the league, both the league, Super Cup, and even the beach volleyball.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Are some of the GAF male players running out of steam because of their age?
Ibrahim Mbai, the team captain of GAF male team.
Ibrahim, GAF this year in the male category in the league, you're 4th position. You're not doing well. You've won 1 and also lost one of the matches. How would you describe the season for you so far?
Well, it's not a very good starting, but for sure we will go forward. It's not a very good starting, but we'll do our best and capture with the situation.
How would you describe the Gambia Armed Forces volleyball team, both male and women's, especially you are the captain of the men's team?
Yeah, we are one of the best team in the country. Yes, we are. I can see we are one of the best team in the country, but we have some constraint among the team. That's why we are. That's why some things are lacking behind.
What are some of those things?
Yeah, maybe we need encouragement from our senior people.
What kind of encouragement?
Encouragement, maybe kids. We need balls. We need players too, because some of us are aging. As you can see, me, I'm aging, and some of my players also are aging. So we need young players to come and take our places, especially the girl team and the male team side. We have that problem.
Interior won the league title in the male category in 2017 for the first time in their history. To add to that success, the security outfit defeated 2017 knockout winners Brikama volleyball team to win the 2018 Super Cup final. Good afternoon. I'm standing right at the Gambia Senior Secondary School volleyball lawn, where Interior FC currently are doing their training. You could see the players over there, both male and female, playing volleyball. And these players are the ones who won the Knockout Cup against Gambia Armed Forces last season. And this year also, they won the Super Cup in the male category against Brikama. And in the National Domestic League, they're not doing very well in the male category, but in the women's category, they're in second position, just behind Gambia Armed Forces. And today, I am at this particular training ground to conduct interviews concerning the Gambia Interior FC women's volleyball team and also the male volleyball team. You could see them training over there. The sun is very hot, but despite the fact that the sun is hot, but they're still training.
My name is Malik Sen. I'm the interior coach, volleyball coach.
Okay, Malik, last year we've seen Interior improved on their performances, doing extremely well, winning the Super Cup. And even this year also you won the Super Cup. How would you describe the two performances from last year to this year?
Yeah, to Interior, we take last season the Super Cup, and this season also we take it because of we always prepare ourselves. We always do hard training. As you can see here, you know, we are just mainly here for training. That's why, you know, anytime, you know, we won trophies. Yeah.
Okay, looking at the Interior team, Gambia Armed Forces have always been dominant. And this year, looking in the women's category, although only 2 matches have been played so far, they're on top position and Interior's women's team is in the second position. But in the male category, you're not doing very well. Why, or what are you going to attribute that to?
Yeah, definitely. At the male side, you know, the boys, I bravo them because of they are tired, as you can see, because of, you know, we are handicapped too. But for sure, we can tell you that, you know, we are coming. And all these seasons, you know, it is just like this because our starting, you know, always poor, but the ending, you know, we at the end took the trophy. Yeah.
When you say you're handicapped, is it because you don't have all your best players with you?
Yeah, we don't have all our best players because of some of our best players like Abdullah C, you know, now is not here, and Elastic, you know, we lose those players because of, you know, they went to Senegal, you know, and they are playing for at Senegal, you know. But right now we have a new players which will going to replace their places. Yeah, definitely we are on the teams that we will take this trophy, inshallah.
That's a very big promise. Are you very confident you're going to win? You know, GAF is a very strong team. Gamtel is a very strong team.
GAF is not our problem. It's not our problem. All these teams are not our problems because of, you know, they know Interior very well. When it's time for, you know, competition, they know us. Yeah, we can tell the public that, you know, we are going to take this tournament.
Volleyball players in the Gambia and coaches might be trying to do their best to improve on the game, but when you look at the infrastructure level, you train at a school's ground, and when you look at this ground, it's not good enough. What would you say about that?
Yeah, the ground is not favoring us because of we have 2 teams, male and female, and we both train in one court. You understand? That also disturbing us. That's why, you know, we normally give girls 4 and then the boys 5. You know. That's why, you know, for us to train here is very, very hard, you know, yeah.
At your level, when it comes to the management of Interior, because the Interior, when you talk about Interior, is almost like the Gambia police, are you getting the necessary support?
Yeah, we are having the necessary support because when we request, anything we request from police, we do have it, you know. That's why, you know, every competition we have something, we normally achieve something, you know. As you can see, I'm a coach, but I'm a coach player too. Okay. Yeah.
So generally, what do you make of volleyball in the Gambia?
Generally, you know, I'm a player too, and I'm a coach. You understand? Because of last season, you know, I was awarded by a best libero, and this season also I want to take that award too. And then we want to take to the Gambia volleyball higher, you know, when it is time for international competition. Because last time we went for an international competition at Senegal, you know, boys we are doing, you know, well, you know, and then there also, you know, I take the best libero also, the best international libero, and I was part of the top 7, and which is the players. And then, you know, last season, our captain, Seni Singate, you know, took the best passer. Yes, our captain took best passer, and Abdullah C was the best player. You know, that can tell the other teams that, you know, we are not going to lose this season, we are going to take it again.
Volleyball has transformed the life of Fatoumata Cissé, who started off as a local juice seller.
My name is Fatoumata M. Cissé, aka Drinking.
Fatoumata M. Cissé, aka Drinking. Okay, before going further, the nickname Drinking, how did it came about?
No, it's a long story though.
You can cut it short.
Yeah, like when I was playing at my former team in Serekunda East, then I was like 17 years old. So I used to sell nanburu there. So, you know, they turned the name like nanburu to Drinking. Then I was playing and selling nanburu together, so they used to call me as Drinking Bread. But some countries started calling me Drinking. Yeah.
That's very interesting about your story. And now you're a volleyball player, and you're even the captain of one of the strongest teams in the country, Interior. How does that feel?
Yeah, really, I feel so proud of it. Yeah, because being a player, especially a female player, and being a captain of your team is very important too as well. Because I started playing volleyball when I was at 17 years of age. Then, like, people come to my mom and tell her that she is a girl child and you are allowing her to play volleyball. This game is a male game, not a female game. At the end, she'll turn to become a man. My mom said it's her feel. That's what she feel, and I won't stop her from it. So now, as you can see, I'm playing for Gambia Police Force, their volleyball team, and secondly, playing for the national side as well. I've never dreamed of traveling in my life, but as you can see, I've traveled to Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Senegal because of volleyball, and I'm now playing the national team as well. So I'm so proud of myself for that.
Okay, now let's talk about the Interior Women's Volleyball team. Last season, your performance, comparing it to this year, you were second behind Gambia Armed Forces, although you're all equal on 6 points after 2 matches. How would you describe it?
Yeah, it's like this year, the league, it's not gonna be easy because we've come with a lot of skills. We have trained a lot. So in the grace of the Almighty Allah, we are going to be in front of GAF because they lead the last league, and this league we also want to be fourth. First, they will be second, inshallah, because that's what we are training for, to take the league, to be the league champion.
You're sending out a very strong statement. Remember, Gambia Armed Forces are very strong.
Yeah, even though I know the team that I'm having, because both of my team, all of them are attacking player. Both of them are attacking player. Even our passer is an attacking player. So as you can see, all the 6 players, even our bench, we have too much of attacking players there. So that's it.
So coming towards the end of the season, you're very confident that it's going to be Interior's women's team lifting the trophy. That's the league.
Yeah, inshallah, we're going to lift the trophy up. Inshallah.
Okay, wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Suleiman Haidara is confident of defending the league title, but acknowledges the fact that losing some of their best players to foreign clubs is affecting their performance.
Yeah, I'm Suleiman Haidara, playing for the police volleyball team.
Suleiman, your team won the Super Cup last year against Armed Forces, this year against Brikama. But looking at your performance in the league so far, after 2 matches, you're not doing well. How would you describe that?
Yeah, it's all about sport. Right now, our team, we lost some players. 2 of our players are in Senegal right now. We are here playing like the first time. When we were winning Armed Forces and Brikama, the way our team was, and right now the way our team is somehow different. But we are trying, and I'm sure we will win this league again. Before the league ends, we will try to have something.
Yeah!